This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.
Hello, I'm Faye Fredericks with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. We begin with the latest from Uvalde, Texas, one day after a gunman opened fire at an elementary school, killing 19 children and 2 adults and injuring 15 others, most of them children. In the aftermath of such horrific violence, police now confirming the identities of those victims whose lives were cut far too short. Again, 19 children and 2 adults killed. We're told all of the families of those killed or injured have now been notified. These shootings and other traumatic events can be harmful for our children to even hear about. So what can you do to talk to your kids about things like this? Experts say initiate a conversation. Talk to your kids about what happened calmly. It's also important to reassure your child. Parents and adults are going to do everything they can to keep them safe. Experts say you should continue to check back in with your kids throughout the next couple of days. Senate Ethics Committee officially began its investigation into a social media post by State Senator Wendy Rogers. In the immediate aftermath of the Buffalo, New York mass shooting, Rogers published the comment, "Fed Boy Summer has started in Buffalo," implying the federal government was behind the shooting, which left 10 dead in a grocery store. The investigation is limited to that one Rogers post, but some members of the Ethics Committee want to make sure the responses are also included.
If by responses you're referring to responses from the public, and you know, we will have to get into the investigation to determine the specifics of that.
The investigation is expected to take several weeks. Rogers will be interviewed. Senator will also have the opportunity to respond to the report before it's presented to the full Senate. Rogers' potential punishment ranges from nothing to expulsion. Opinions of the U.S. Supreme Court have headed south since the leak of the draft opinion that could result in the overturning of Roe v. Wade. According to a poll by Marquette Law School, 54% of Americans polled now say they disapprove of the High Court. That's a flip from this last survey, when the last survey was taken just 2 months ago. In March, 54% of Americans polled said they approved of the Supreme Court. The next execution in Arizona will move forward as scheduled. State Board of Executive Clemency voting unanimously to deny Frank Atwood's reprieve request. Atwood was convicted of murdering 8-year-old Vicki Lynn Hodgkinson back in the 80s. His execution is set for June 8th. Some important information about your pet and pool safety. According to the Arizona Animal Welfare League, you want to take it slowly when introducing your dog to the pool. Dip their paws into the water and make sure they're comfortable.
Everyone knows about that, you know, the puppy paddle, that you would just assume that that means that all dogs are capable of swimming, that they're born that way, and that's not necessarily the case.
Now, always keep an eye on your dog around the pool and never leave them unattended if it's not fenced off. New mural honoring Latino veterans from Phoenix, along with their families, unveiled this morning near downtown. It's painted along the southern wall of American Legion Post 41, depicting the story of growing up in the Grant Park neighborhood. From the veteranos of World War II to their children and grandchildren, becoming teachers, carpenters, doctors, and engineers.
This is who we are. This is who we've always been. We're one of the best kept secrets in town. People don't know we exist.
The mural, painted by 2 Phoenix artists, veterans themselves. Post 41 was the first Legion in the country to allow Hispanic members after World War II.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Sellens, tracking your forecast for tomorrow and another air quality alert here in the valley. Temperatures really heating up throughout the day. We'll hit 99 at noon and go up to 105 around 4 p.m. But all of that sunshine baking in and heating things up will also lead to higher ozone levels as we head into the afternoon forecast. So we saw that today. We'll see it again tomorrow. Another ozone high pollution advisory on Thursday. Then winds start to pick up on Friday and Saturday, and that will help improve air quality. High pressure bringing the heat, but those winds come as low pressure approaches from the west over the holiday weekend. Now it's going to be too far north to bring us any rain or snow. We just get all of this wind coming in with it and a drop in temperatures. And that cool down actually looks even cooler in the forecast models that have been coming in today. So here's a look at the next 7 days. 105 Thursday and Friday, down to 102 on Saturday and 98 on Sunday, 93 now in that Monday forecast.
For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, head to ABC15.com or download the free ABC15 mobile app.
This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.